They're there like a spectator watching a train wreck. You can't look away. You can't look away. You see it unfolding in front of you. You're there as a spectator. You're watching it. In trading, you need to guard yourself from stuff like that and only focus on what your process is. Are you doing what your model suggests you should be doing? Are you focusing on the things that your model suggests that you should be focusing on only? If you have time, energy, and concern to worry about what everyone else is talking about in social media, and you're not consistently profitable, you're the mark. You're the loser. You're the person that's wasting your time. The highest performance athletes, the highest earning individuals in the finance world, they're not on social media worrying about who's getting talked about. They're not doing that. They're not keeping up with the Joneses like that. They have their head down in their own books, doing what they need to do. They're keeping their attention on themselves. And that's not selfishness. That's focus. That's what you have to do well. And you feel dirty when you hang around the individuals that only talk smack, only talk garbage, and they don't really do anything except for exhibitionism. It's just showing you what they're doing, whether right or wrong, making fun of this one, making fun of that one. What does that got to do with trading? Like, really, what does that have to do with anything? It has nothing to do with it. But it works. It's the perfect distraction when you're in a state of mind where you just want to be distracted from the misery that you're feeling because you have not yet arrived or you did something outside of your model. You didn't follow your own process. The thing that you sat down and said, this is what I'm going to do on this day. If price does this at this time, I'm going to do this and I'm going to avoid doing the other thing. And I'm only going to risk X% of my equity for any one trade. When you blow that and only you know about it, if you're weak, and there's nothing wrong with admitting that you're weak, because this is hard stuff to do, folks. It's very, very hard. It's complex. You have to beat the most formidable opponent that you'll ever meet. It's you. You're going to hold yourself back. You're going to prevent yourself from finding success as fast as you would really want to find it. It's nobody else's fault that you didn't arrive there sooner, but your own. It's just your fault. There's no escaping it in this industry. Anything that you want to try to attribute to the outcome when it's not in favorable column, the black column, all of the individuals, and I did this when I first started, when I was weak-minded, when I didn't want to own the personal responsibility of my own actions and decisions, I wanted to fault anything and anyone outside of me. I didn't want to admit that I did that wrong. I did that wrong. As soon as I started feeling that, man, that so-and-so Ken Roberts garbage. Well, to be honest with you, I've already said before, his course was pretty stupid. But it did get my gears turning. I'm thinking, well, if I can make $1,000 a month, I could retire when I'm 40. I just got to find a way to do that. And that was my goal back in 1992. I wanted to make $1,000 a month. And if I hit that, man, I'm winning. But you're not always going to be feeling like you're on the right path. And you need to be colorblind to the outcome. That means when you put a trade on and you're trusting your model, you don't know. You don't know, folks. You do not know the outcome of your next trade. You don't. And to be quite honest with you, in the current climate setting and the way the markets are moving around, I'm not as confident as I normally was because there's so much intervention going on. A goofball makes a post about another country having to pay or not pay as much. Immediately, they're going to rip the market. He ain't doing it. He's not doing it. Okay. Your favorite hated 45 and 47. You're not you're not understanding how this really works because he isn't making the market move around. But they know at the peak of this individual's posts, it causes sentiment disruption. So whatever was going on in the markets in the state of thinking before some kind of a post gets sent to the social media, it's disrupted. That's manual intervention. They'll step in. All right, let's rip the market this direction or that direction. A lot of times it's happening as I teach, but sometimes it ain't. And admittedly, there's been opportunities where I wish I would have been awake. I wish I would have been in there doing it because it made sense to be doing that. And a few times in the last month or so, I'm thankful that I didn't even trade. I'm like, wow, that would have been a losing trade. I'm colorblind to the outcome of trades. I don't need it to be a black. I don't need it to be a small red. I don't need to avoid a red outcome. Losing trades, not worried about it. It's going to come. If I keep pushing the button, if I go in there and keep doing what it is that we do as traders, eventually it will come. But in the beginning, you want to avoid it entirely. You want to avoid the breakup. You want to avoid the divorce, and you never got married yet. It's funny how it's like we try to imagine walking on eggshells, never expecting it to ever hear a crack. It's impossible. When you're learning how to do this, you're going to lose a lot. And you need to be comfortable doing that in the beginning. You want to lose a whole lot in the beginning because that's going to teach you a whole lot about yourself. That the things that you're trying to hide from yourself, that you walk through this world with, hiding under your own skin. I'm glad these people don't really know my real self, my insecurities, the things that I'm afraid of. See, I'm not afraid to tell you those things. I'm not afraid to tell you that. I'm not afraid to weep in the presence of my own students. And I had students literally write to me in hateful emails saying, what a lunatic. Who wants to hear their mentor crying? I would love to know that the person I'm learning from has a sense of humility and vulnerability and honesty to come forward and say, this is where I hurt myself. And I don't want you to experience that either. I want to spare you all these things that I put myself through, thinking at the time this is the right way. And I know now it wasn't. It would never be the right way for anyone else's hands to try that same approach. It would never work out. So when I go through that and I tap into those old memories, those experiences, those mile markers. And in the past, I have wept. I'm not ashamed of that. People used to make fun of that. Some people still do. These same people that make fun of it, they don't ever have their heart into anything 100%. I lived and breathed these markets, and I needed to succeed. I didn't just want it. I had to, because I couldn't function being mundane, run of the mill, cut from the same cloth as my family. I couldn't do it. So I set out to do what I had to do and sacrificed everything. And now I know, looking back, there's a better way of having done it. I could have been a better dad. I could have been a better husband. Could have been a better friend. I could have been better to myself. But when you don't have anybody telling you how to get where I got, you got to trailblaze. And sometimes you're going to singe your clothes, burn the hairs off your arms, and you may even get sunburned ass because you staying too long in one spot when you're on a trailblazing event, you're going to get burnt. But you got to keep moving forward. Scorch the earth. Find a pathway by your own experience.